Draven.Mehendisis says, hand quaking. Draven.Mehendisis says hi. Draven.Mehendisis says, where's your chat box? Draven.Mehendisis says, see your chat box. Draven.Mehendisis says, chatty boxy. Draven.Mehendisis says, there we go.
Welcome back. A few hours later. Okay, let's do this. Well, what can I add up? Before we start. Okay. Yeah. In the book of Revelation, in the first chapter, it says, as I said a few days ago, it used the Greek word ataxei, which mean immediately, which can mean immediately, but usually it's to say that what is, yeah, it's to say immediately. We can check out together. Taxi. So the first chapter, it says this is what has been said to the disciple John about the ministry of Jesus Christ and what would happen immediately. But some translation do not translate it as immediately, and it led to two kind of Christian group, which are called the dispensationalist and the dispensationalist. The other group is I have a blank. I remembered it today, but now dispensation. Listen. The other group is well, they have a broader belief system. Preterist. The other group is the preterists, the church preterists. So if I look here, close up, full screen. So the preterist, some partial preterists, full preterism, prophecy of the Bible as events which have already been fulfilled. So they're probably reading taxei as immediately, and dispensationalism, they believe that it's to come, and a lot of group of Christian today need to believe that the revelation are to come, because that way they can give an excuse to proselytize, to convert people. But as we can see, it's not like preterist. Preterist mentioned right away that it's meant to be in the past. Oh yeah, they split it in multiple ages. But usually they believe, I think, that the Book of Revelation is to come. And this helps do politism, because now they have an urgency. For the revelation of God. Yeah, so having the revelation to come, it puts an urgency to convert. Apocalypse. Apocalypse also does not. It can mean revelation. Historicism is a method of interpretation of. Yeah, Protestant. They believe that because of the Book of Revelation, they believe Jesus is returning on the cloud, and yeah, revelation, it means disclosure, and because the use of the word, it seems to the word revelation is misleading, especially because we overused it. But apocalypse means unveiling, removing the veil, disclosure, just as the new movie Disclosure. It's showing what was hidden for many years. This is what the word apocalypse means. Removing of the veil. So it does not mean something like the end. And if we look at Revelation, John, Bible Hub, of Revelation 1:1, first chapter. I think it's the no, it's a bit later, and not the first sentence. This is the maybe. Who is a servant? Servant can mean slave. Don't forget this. Soon, Takei. Soon, quickness, immediately, in haste. And if you look other instance of Takei, Taxei, I don't know how, Tacos, Tasho, I don't know what is the pronunciation of Greek X, like that, she, Takshei. Let's see if there is a little Quigo. Kai, Takai, Takai, Takei, Takei, Takai, Takei. Shortly, quickly. So yeah, this keyword is very important for the rest of the book, because it's written in the first at least 3 centuries after Jesus Christ. And it's fully Greek. It's very Hellenized. There is like a place of Hades, stuff like that. Let's search how that and Hades. Hades was the god of the underworld, but it also meant death. No, Thanatos meant dead, but it's also a deity. But it didn't have the word to say that, I think. Thanatos. I don't know if they had another word. But it's a deity also. But they limited by the word here. But the place of Hades. I think it uses exactly. Satan bound. This is Satan is the adversary. It's not a character. And if you look at the translation, you never see anything close to a character, like the real words. One, three. Let's go jump to 1, 3. How to do that? I think it's better to go there. 1, 3. No, it's not really that. 20. Okay, it's 20. 1, 3. And then I started going Abyss, holding a chain. Oh, the dragon and the devil is the devil and Satan. But Satan in Hebrew is the adversary. But this book is written in Greek, so let's see what they use as Satan. Yeah, they now they speak of 1,000 years after this dragon is sold captive. The 1,000 year plural. So yeah, there is no Satan in there. I might have picked the wrong one. He's sized. So if we look at sized, and he threw him into. So they had a dragon and Satan here in the English translation. There is no Satan. As you can see, the scribe were very fond of adding stuff to their use case so it followed their oral theology, because it's only in the oral theology that you have hell, Satan. It's only what people say the Bible mean, but you cannot find it. It suit protestantism. So because there is an enemy. Now they can convince people, oh, there's an enemy, but it's never there in the Bible. There is no real Satan character, and you can look at different Bible scholar like Dan McMillan. YouTube, no, not this guy. YouTube Bible scholar. This guy, McKeelan. Satan. And you search Satan. The invention of Satan. He says everything that the scholars have found out. There's also Myth Vision podcast, and this guy received. He removed this. He received scholars, and there is this scholar, this woman. She specializes on Satan. Everything about it, and it's very similar to what McKeelan says, because they both learn from papers and studies. They both learn Greek and read the words as I showed you, and they don't find any, and they explain it why there is no such character as Satan. What else can I say? There's also a Stella. This is not about Satan, but it's more the zodiac in the early Christian. Like I showed you, like synagogue, early Christian zodiac. So there were a couple of synagogue with. I said this early this morning when I did the live stream, and there was a couple of Christian synagogue. They were not yet churches. It was in Palestine. You can visit them, and there's Jesus, young Jesus with no beard. Before he was painted with the beard. And yeah, people would say like the 12 disciples are the 12 zodiac sign, and such the disciple is such sign, but there's no the designation as such. They will say Jesus is the fish. I think they are, and that's what I wanted to show. They are an indication. It's a Stella. Jesus fish. But it's not really. No, it's not a Stella. Maybe it's a tombstone. Archaeology. Yeah, it's this one. Greek. And it's one of the first one. Also, it's one of the first one who mentioned Jesus and the fish, like that. And one reason that it might not be about the zodiac, but here we see a constellation. It seems. I think it's spicy, maybe. Spicy constellation. You see, it seems to be the constellation of Spicy, where the missing bar. But there is also the idea that the early Christian were hiding, and they were showing themselves to be Christian by telling the story of the guy in the well. Bible. Yeah. This guy, Jonah. So all Christian identified themselves also with this Jonah story. Well, I've heard this story a long time ago, so I don't know if I can find anything. The story of Jonah was not just a tale about surviving a giant fish, it was a profound theological symbol. Early Christian heavenly relied on the narrative as a direct prefigurement of Jesus' death and resurrection. So they used this symbol. I heard it in a documentary, but I thought I would find it. Yeah, maybe that's why they link Jesus to a fish, but I'm not sure. Yeah, I did some time ago. Let's see if I can find it. About this attack, I wrote something, but I don't know if I can find it. I think I found it. If I can. So I use the software that is called Stellarium, and it's free, and you can check the precision of the equinoxes. So there was an old movie back in the 2000s. It was like a free movie. It was the Zeitgeist movement, and the guy made the first movie, and in this first movie it was very anti-Christian, trying to disprove and say that Jesus was from other myths. And the best on this subject is Richard Carrier. He's a scholar, but the one did by Zeitgeist was like not very good, not very scientifically based. And he mentioned like the zodiac and Jesus being the fish, the Pisces. So I did this. Let's see. I checked the equinox with Stellarium, and I don't know if they use what is the data, but I think they use some data to guess the past equinoxes, because scientists have noticed, like in the layer of Earth, that at some point at some point in time the North Pole shifted, and the magnetosphere, I don't know the name in English, which reject the solar flare, diminished, and there was some cataclysm maybe. And I checked out all the different equinoxes, and there was some shift around those time. Um, but every time I check, the equinox shifted back and forth, and then at some point it fixed it. And if you look at Pisces, it really falls at the birth of Christ. Like it really falls into it. And the next one, the previous one was Aries in 2000 BC, and it's a long time ago. And before that, it's 4000. So yeah, and the next one is in quite some time, 130 almost. Yeah, close to 125 years, 24 years. The next in the Aquarius, in the age, the dawning of the age of Aquarius. It's a long time. So, similar to Age of Aries. So the thing that that guy says is, he says like we had the myth of Mithras getting the bowl and so on, but it does not fit. The myth of Mithras is not that old. This is more Egypt, or very old. What was in minus 1150 BC? I don't know, something like Egypt. It does not give anything. Let's try a rounded number. That's right. Not British calendar. Years. Year. No. Let's look at archaeology. Did the Ramses too? What was the date of Amun Moshe? No, it was not. Yeah, it's not at all in the time of Moses. Let's ask AI. This time period is more like the Bronze Age collapse and the Troy, with the new movie of the Iliad. The new movie of Nolan. It's really the big era of mystic stories with Moses, the Iliad, the Bronze Age collapse. But 2100 BC. Let's ask AI. History. Hey, it's not Ramses, damn it. Because I didn't press enter. The dynasty of Ur. Yeah, there was nothing very important at that time. So yeah, there's no like big indication of something. And if we go the next previous one, it's this one. And there is even less of something. Maybe Göbekli Tepe. Maybe. Göbekli Tepe. Göbekli Tepe. It's a very old settlement. Like oldest thing that we did after being hunter-gatherer for a very long time. For a very long time we did worship something weird. Let's see. Can't find it. So for a very long time we worshipped the Venus figurine. This, and we can trace it back to 300, 500 years ago. The Venus of Tantan. But it's just like a basic, it does not look like the usual Venus, but it enters the category. And how they dated its rock, so that they cannot date rock. They date it with other stuff in the same layer of earth. They find this object, and sometimes they will find food and burned wood on the same layer of earth, and they can judge, okay, that's why it's a range. Like they will find something around the same layer of burned wood and in a corner of a cave, and in another corner on another layer of earth they find another thing. So they evaluate, okay, it's somewhere around this date, because they can date some of the organic stuff and not perfectly date, because I think radiocarbon stopped being useful after around this date, this extent. But it's a long year of worship, a similar thing. It's rounded human, female human usually, so it does not deviate much from this shape. So any religion trying to compare themselves with the duration of worship, yeah, good luck. There's other cool picture of this. Yeah, this picture. But yeah, it's a low res. Let's search for a big race. Exact match. We have a bigger. Let's try this one. I think I found it there the first time. Yeah. Well, you have the places where they are found. No, sometimes it's carved on the walls. So yeah, there's another one weird artifact, is the Master of Animals. This is seen around the world, maybe not. It's seen across centuries, and it's a guy in the center. Usually two animals are on this side, and there's many of them. We found many at different places in Egypt, in Iran, Athens. This is a woman, but usually it seems to be a man. Egypt. Oh yeah, this is another weird one. Like 2500 BC. set 700 BC 330 to 3000 BC. So the big extent of time of this symbolism is huge. And we don't really, there's no meaning, I think. It's just we just see someone see it and they repeat because they find it beautiful or something. I don't know. Maybe it meant something. Maybe it meant like the civilization is getting out of the animal kingdom. Human beings are controlling the the nature. Maybe it meant something like that because it's the birth of civilizations. Yeah. Civilization help people get live without surviving in the harsh environment, but there was still like for a long time psychological combat between herd hunter people not living in city and people living in city. There was always a struggle with trying to protect the city against the hunter gatherers and sheep herder. Sometimes the Bible is taking the side of the people not living in the city. I think, if I remember well, because there's a lot of shepherd and they are in history seen as a hunter gatherer, like traveling nation, like in before Moses. Let's find some music. So I keep today. I will work on still on the constitution, and I will work on the wakefulness, and that's why I didn't change the series tonight. I mean, because this morning I worked on. I finished the other one. This morning I finished this one, picking, eating. Let's close this. There. Now, finding some music. Playlist. So let's create this. I will put it in constitution system. One line. Did I made a typo? No. this is trying to perfect the build system. Okay, let's go on the branch. There we go. Okay. Now we need to do just a copy of everything. No, just kidding. We need to learn how to use, how to replicate the stamina drain, and everything else, the tags. We already did with starving. Oh, this is not readable. Let's make it readable. Oops. Dang it. I didn't trust AI, but it did a good job. To separate that, like that. Like that. There we go. Did the same with the other one. Yeah. Okay. Can use exhaust when he's tired. So there's an effect, there's a state, and there's a message. I want so there would be wakefulness. Wakefulness. Wait, well, wait. Oh, we could use a little help there. Yes. applied when hunger is restored. Applied when starvation is relieved. Okay. Like okay. Now AI would be adventurous. No, it's not. Yes, it is. Okay. Brain restore changed. I remember this music. I didn't play this one, this Final Fantasy 3, but I remember my friend playing this music. It's burned in my memory. So why does not this, not this, not? Oops. Why does not? I think I need to recompile. Or the name is wrong. Yeah, the name is wrong. Health restore. It will be eventually. AI did a oopsie doopsie on this. Oopsie doopsie. Let's go in the Constitution. There we go. For Earth 1L 2S. Make. It's not really good because it's a MIDI file. It's getting on my nerve. Already did this one. Remaster. Oh yeah, I already checked this one. I need to add them to to our playlist. I need to check if there was license whining about license for Hardell's music, so I need to check on my last videos, my last live streams, live. Copyright, the owner allow, the owner allow. Okay, it seems to be right. London Symphony, something something, allow it. I will save to our music soundtrack. We will have later a lot of music. Sounds like a Morrowind or... Yeah, now I know this music. So it will be easy to, because wakefulness is not very different than hunger. It just go down as the day pass, and instead of eating something, it will be when you sleep. It's restored. I need to do something there probably. Let's see the implementation. Let's put it on this side here. Yeah. Yeah. It's just their Visual Studio. So how is it linked to this? Okay. I don't know what is linking it, but I will try. So it does not tell me when it's skipping music. How can I stop it from skipping? YouTube. Help. Let's put a little dent, easier to read. It's max. Okay, autoplay. You win a fight at the end. Every Final Fantasy has this similar song. I sing this when my cooking is done. The sound of my oven does a similar beep 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 beep, and I sing the rest of the song, like winning the fight. I remember this one. Oh, it's different. Wakefulness max. Max was max. Max. Tab tab tab. Max max. Okay. Next. Next a little dent. Oops. Thank you. Just do this. There we go. Now, where are they? So they are there. Does this work still? Can I do this? Great. Oh, it works one time. When they are separated by something like that, they don't work. Stop working. Create. There we go. Yeah, let's win some space there. I was a bit stupid back then. Not much else to do. Yes, this music. I remember. I feel like my pictures can be bigger. because I'm transparent. Nine PM already. Damn. Attribute. Where is my attribute? Oh, it's there. Okay. Yeah. The zoo. Wakefulness. Blah. What did he do? Get wakefulness. Lamp to have it between the max and min. The current one and the max. So it checks if the, as I said that last time we checked this, it check if it goes out range, just to be sure. Because sometimes it can be people can hack or there is an error in the code. I need to rename all that eventually. Yeah. I could do this if it works right away. Now we need to create the GE, I think, already. What does it do? I'll just turn it through. So if it has an ability, system component, it turn it through. So this is played on what? It's false and temp is what? What's the value? So the value is 0. The value of hunger. What? Smaller or equal to 0. Okay, yeah. So if it reaches 0, it starts starvation. It activates starvation. Okay. Okay. Okay, let's see the other files. I've checked everything here. This is just the header. Get this. Different messages. It's only no value. It's just generic. Generic for all of them. There's nothing in it. So let's try it. I missed a couple of music. Let's check them. Just adding them to the list. Sorry. There we go. Oh, the music is loud. Sorry. Maybe you didn't hear me much. $50, no, $92. Almost there. We need to create a gameplay effect. We need a drain. Data asset. Is it data asset? I think yes. Gameplay effect. Oh no. I would have the no. I think it's a blueprint. Yeah, blueprint. And yeah. Play effect. Gameplay effect. Oh. Wakefulness. Brain. Gameplay effect. Wakefulness. Restore. Now in this one. I don't know if I use this one anyway. Let's see. I think yes. Maybe. No? And then you have the other. I think it's just... Okay, yeah, this one. And this one, no. I'm not sure. It's only used here. On the pound. Okay, maybe it's a good idea to do. Okay, yeah, we need to add the wakefulness drain. Let's do this. Yeah, we'll need wakefulness restore too. Maybe. What was the attribute set? Header. Okay, it's the little bar like that. Hunger. Hunger. Starvation. There we go. I don't know if it will be too complicated to break broken. Let's see. Oh yeah, this is what I thought it would do. Okay. Uh-huh. So it should be similar. Attribute set. Wakefulness. Okay, wakefulness. I put a similar number. It should go faster than hunger. Like way faster. Yeah, I'm not sure. Let's put -1 and we'll see later. I don't know what it is. I don't think it should be. Now restore. Restore. Perform a calculation based upon an attribute. Perform a custom calculation capable of capturing and acting on multiple attributes in either blueprint or native. I think it would be color because it would be the bed or something like that. There's nothing else. Why is this? Okay, it's the same. Vampire. Save. Whoa, it threw me. And play. Okay, it's been kicked out. Oh, when I picked the... This is the server? Oh, that's why. So nothing is starting. Nothing is happening. Mm-hmm. It needs to be applied on the character somewhere. Maybe it detach from it. Layer pound. That was it. I don't remember. Oh, it's in the pound there. We did it here. Maybe because I add another one that's not like it. Yeah, I will need to test this offline because it's getting late. And I need to play tonight because I didn't play in a long. And yes, since yesterday. Let's go back to Factorio. Booty, booty. Okay, we are wary. There's an attack. I won't allow attack on my watch. Not enough. Need this. There. Okay. Let's see how everything is working. It lacks in green bottle. It lacks in green bottle. Who's making the greenie? It's those. Okay, needs more. Those, and it lacks on circuit. Circuit lacks in copper. And that's a lot of copper. I think I can remove this guy for now. Oh yeah, no. No. Okay, we need more copper. Like a lot. This one is over. This is not too doable here. Okay, there's one finished. It's time for the car. The copper. Oh, fast transport bell. Okay, I need this. I need metal. Where are they? I put one like here. Here. Oh, I think it's over. There's nothing much left to. We need to find a new deposit. It's already done. We need a new deposit. Where can I find? There's an enemy up there. There's a deposit just next to the enemy. Damn it. Okay. Oh, it's the end of the map. I don't have more copper. Damn it. Well, in that case, let's do more weapon. I need metal. Let's pull out more here. Like a lot more. about this one. There we go. There we go. Who's attacking? Where is it? Where is it? Okay, this guy does not have bullets. I need bullets. Damn it! Oh, this one is over. More bullets. We need to produce. What is this? Fuel. It's not the right. It's not the right one. Need to build more of those ones. Now it will produce. There we go. I need to do more. Oops. More. Yes. Yes. Oh no. Where are they? Oh, they're still building. Building it. Okay. I need to make bullets now because they are crying out loud. There's something in the wood. again. Please. Or bullet. Who's missing bullets? Okay. Yes, it's full. I need to go underground, past underground belt. This is fast splitter. I don't remember, but I need to go underground. Yeah, like that. We need to make more. Damn it. I need to bring charcoal. Electric balls. Oh no. The creature won't be happy with all this pollution. I need to put some defense here too. Damn, this is production. Now I have enough. I can bring some. Oh, they destroyed my little buddy. Damn it. Okay, let's continue this. What time is it? Oh, it's time to go. So I will start removing those because I need it to go faster. So where's the block? It does not bring red copper because there is no more red copper. This one is not touching it. Rotato. Yeah, it's almost over with the copper. We need to get to the copper. I think I will rotate this one then and give it all that. Even another one maybe. There we go. Now they are happy and I need to remove this guy. Now everyone is happy. Come on. Getting there. Oop. Oop is a lot. Oops. Oops. Where is the wood? We need it. There's just one. We move this guy then. Oh, I cannot move it. Need to move this one here. There we go. And a double here. Electric bat. Cannot take it. Let's make a circuit. I need copper plate. He's dead inside because he needs little wheels. There's not enough little wheels. Here. There we go. I need some of the good stuff here. The red plague. Oh, it's time to go. I still forget it's time to go. Damn it. I don't have wood. Anyway, I will stay here, save and go. So thank you for watching. See you tomorrow, maybe.